If you're anything like me, you've probably imagined a world where everyone just did what you asked them to do in the way that you expected them to do it. Wouldn't that be nice if everyone in your team behaved and acted in the exact same way, and that way was exactly as you believed it should be done? That's ideal, and it's never real. Actually, what we need to do is embrace difference, the diversity in thinking and behavior within our teams that lets them operate within their zone of genius. Just because I would do something in a certain way, it doesn't mean that it can't be done differently, and maybe doing it differently is actually better. I hear so often from clients complaints about people on their team and the judgments of how and why they're behaving in certain ways. I often find myself asking who else behaves and acts just like that. Guess what? If you spot it, you've got it. And if it makes you mad, you've probably got it bad. It's that wonderful Darwinism about the survival of the fittest. The survival of the fittest wasn't the person who was the strongest, it was the one who was most adaptable to change. If we think about that from diversity and a diversity of thinking and behavior, then as a team, to operate within our zone of genius, we need to find the zone of genius within each and every individual, which means looking for and embracing difference. Just because I think a certain way, it doesn't mean someone else does. Just because I do things this way, it doesn't mean that there isn't another. If all roads lead to Rome, and Rome is where we make our profits, take whichever road gets you there quickest. Every human being has got their own personal sat-nav. You're going to give them the postcode. The postcode is where you want to end up. The alternative routes to get there, that's the algorithm that sits inside each and every one of your team members. Let them process that algorithm and find their own way. Give them the flexibility and the freedom to do what works best for them as long as they end up at the postcode that you've put in.